Hi, my name is David Klamer, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Econans. And I'm going to talk about how the bank can get 3 times higher conversion. It is 2021, and the banks have invested billions of euros into digitalization. But how many of you have used Excel for your personal finances? I have an engineering background, and as some engineers or people with financial knowledge, we tend to sit in our Excel sheets calculating when we take large life decisions. I did it when I was going to buy an apartment or calculate on parental leave. But most people do not sit in Excel, and the majority of the households do not know what rate is. At Econans, we do simulation and automated advice services for life events and personal finances. Services that are integrated as white label solutions in the bank's customer journeys. And today we're going to talk about 3 things: how we help consumers during life events, how we convert 3 times more to the bank's products, and how we do this totally automated. My colleague John is going to show us a demo. Over to you, John.
Great, thanks a lot, David. So my name is John Nystrom, and I'm the Global Business Manager here at Econans, and I will give you a short demo of our solution. So our solution is designed to be completely integrated into the bank's digital channels. We take a holistic perspective on financial planning, and you can have different entry points into the solution, such as savings, but we will start today on the mortgage side. Indeed, buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions in most people's lives. So I will enter the data manually now, but of course, this can be connected to the bank's APIs if you would like to automate the process. So once I have completed all the data, I will see the forecast here on the screen, and on the bottom left side, we can see the affordability calculation and exactly how much I could borrow today. I could click here on Apply for a Mortgage and convert directly to become a customer of the bank. But I'm the kind of person who worries a little bit about my finances, and I will also have a look here on the right side on this graph, because then I can see not only what it looks like today, but also what it would look like in 5 years or 10 years. On the bottom here, you can see different life events and scenarios. Indeed, there are a lot of things that could affect your personal finances. These can be customized to the bank. If you would like your customers to be able to calculate the impact of buying a horse, for example, if they live on the countryside, we could do that. I will jump into the interest rate scenario to see what happens if the interest rates would go up to 5 or 6%. I can see that the cost would increase quite a lot. David, how could you help me from the bank side if I'm worried about the interest rates?
Good question, John. And here the bank can give automated suggestions based on the user's behavior. And this user, John here, seems a little bit worried about the rates going up. So the robot in the service can give suggestions about fixed rates and the effects.
Great. That's awesome, David. I would probably then go for the fixed rate. But there's more to life than interest rates. For example, I'm a father of 2, I have a new girlfriend, and she's talking about having more children as well. How would that affect my personal finances? So I will add some more data here with regards to my current situation. So I have 2 children. I belong to those 50% who have separated. So I only have them 50% of the time. As I'm Swedish, I have a Volvo today, no Tesla there, and no additional properties to keep. I can see that it still looks pretty good. But what happens then if I add a couple of children to the equation? Perhaps I will have the first one in 2023, and perhaps even a second one in 2027. Now, of course, you cannot really plan life like that, but still we want to give our users the possibility to experiment with different life events and scenarios to see how it could potentially affect their personal finances. I can see a few bumps here where I would have my children, but then my girlfriend is also telling me that she would like to stay at home for a couple of years if we do have kids. So I can jump into the work part-time scenario. She would like to be completely off starting in 2 years. and then she would be at home perhaps for 4 years. Now, I can see on the screen, unfortunately, that I'm going a bit into the red zone. I'm feeling a little bit concerned. David, how could you help me now from the bank side?
Well, based on the user's behavior, the robot in the service can offer bank products that are highly relevant for this customer journey, such as showing John if it's possible to take a larger mortgage to compensate for the years with a low income, show products about healthcare insurances for the kids, or show how John could set up his savings to afford the years with parental leave. These automated tips have very high conversion rates. It helps the customer and it helps the bank.
That's great, David. I would probably go for the insurance. And as I like savings and investments, I would probably go to the mutual funds to set up some monthly investments there. And awesome, I can see directly in the graph how my money would potentially grow over time. And I can actually see that perhaps I can get a Tesla in the future. That's awesome. Thanks, David. And over to you.
Thank you for the demo, John. Econans have several real estate firms and banks as customers in Sweden, and our services are used by more than 500,000 users per month in a small country like Sweden, with a very high user engagement. We have 3 ex-bank CEOs involved in Econans that all have seen the huge problem that the lack of financial knowledge leads to. And what we have talked about here today is how we believe that the consumers need more help and knowledge for their personal finances, especially during large life events. How we know that comfortable consumers are 3 times more likely to convert to the bank's products, and how this is a great possibility for the banks to offer automated help and decrease the pressure in the bank's customer support. And as a big plus to all of this, it's super easy to integrate since it's all front-end and a web application. Econans is now looking for new partnerships with banks outside of Sweden, and feel free to contact me or John for more information or a workshop together. And thank you very much for listening. Have a great day.